Isolde sees Alaric's ghost standing over her sister's corpse in a vision. He whispers her name, revealing he knows her. The candles had burned low. Isolde watched the flames gutter in their sconces, casting the chamber into a rhythm of light and shadow, bright, dark, bright again, until her eyes ached. She'd been standing at the window for an hour, maybe longer, watching the moor beyond the estate dissolve into night. Her sister's body lay in the chapel below. She didn't want to think about that. The stained glass above the bed threw sickly amber across the floorboards. Isolde turned from the window, drawn back toward the center of the room by some instinct she didn't name. The air had changed. She felt it the way animals feel a storm coming, a pressure against the skin, a wrongness in the breathing. The shadows pooled deeper near the four-poster bed. At first she thought it was a trick of the light, a shape coalescing from the darkness like water finding its form. Then it moved and she knew it wasn't. The figure was tall, impossibly pale. He wore midnight blue velvet that seemed to drink the candlelight, and his face carried centuries in the lines around his eyes. Dark tattoos traced his cheekbones like scars that had learned to write. Isolde's breath stopped. He stood over something on the bed. It took her a moment to understand what she was seeing. A body, small, pale hair spread across the pillow like spilled wheat. Catherine. No, not Catherine. Catherine was in the chapel. This was a memory or a vision or something her mind was breaking itself to understand. The ghost? Because that's what this was, what he was. Bent over the corpse with the tenderness that made her stomach turn. Isolde, he whispered, not to the body, to her. Her name in his mouth sounded like a key turning in a lock. He straightened, and his eyes, those obsidian eyes, found hers across the chamber. The intelligence in them stopped her breath all over again. This wasn't the blank stare of a haunting. He saw her. He had been seeing her. My dear, he said, his voice like frost settling on winter glass, I see you at last. His hand rose, pale as bone. He reached toward her, his fingers cutting through the air near her face as if he could touch her, as if the distance between living and dead meant nothing to him. Isolde stepped back. Her hip struck the edge of a chair and she grabbed it for balance, her heart hammering so hard she thought her ribs might break from the inside. Alaric? The name came out as a question, though she knew. She had always known somehow. But you're a ghost? He smiled. It was the worst thing he could have done. Indeed, I am. He moved toward her with that predator's grace, each step deliberate. The candlelight wavered as he passed, as if the flames were afraid. And I know your deepest desires, Isolde. She wrapped her arms around herself, a shield, a cage. What do you want from me? I want you, my love. He was close enough now that she could see the faint luminescence of his skin, the way the air seemed to bend around him. I've wanted you since the moment I first saw you. I don't understand, her voice cracked. Why me? He reached for her hand and she didn't pull away. Some part of her, some traitorous part, couldn't. His touch was ice, but beneath the cold ran something electric, something that made her nerve endings sing even as her mind screamed to run. Because you are the only one who can set me free, Isolde. He drew her closer. His other hand rose to her ear and she felt his breath there, cold, impossible, real. Her fingers found the edge of the bedpost, something solid to anchor her against the vertigo of this moment. I've been watching you, he whispered, night after night, waiting for you to see me. She pulled away, and this time her body obeyed. Her hand slipped from his grasp, and the contact broke like a snapped thread. She stumbled backward, her legs unsteady. The ghost of Count Alaric Duskbane stood in the amber light, watching her with eyes that held the weight of 100 years. In the corner of the chamber the shadows seemed to deepen, to settle more firmly into the corners, as if they had been waiting for this moment too. What have you done to me? Isolde's voice was barely a whisper. But Alaric was already fading, his form dissolving back into the darkness from which he'd come. His last words hung in the air long after he vanished. We chose each other, my love, long before you ever arrived.